I like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. They're also kicking around raising taxes on wealthy wage earners, which I am not in favor of. So I'm hoping that'll be squelched. But yesterday morning, the president spoke to NBC News, and Kristen Welker relayed some of his comments to him. Here's what he said about Vladimir Putin.
Just hours ago, President Trump called me to tell me he is, quote, pissed off with Russia's President Putin and threatened to impose secondary tariffs on Russia's oil. Quote, if Russia and I are unable to make a deal on stopping the bloodshed in Ukraine, and if I think it was Russia's fault, which it might not be, but if I think it was Russia's fault, I am going to put secondary tariffs on all oil coming out of Russia. Mr. Trump said 25% tariffs on Russian oil could happen any moment and told me he plans to speak with President Putin this week. The president told me, quote, I was very angry, pissed off when Putin started getting into Zelensky's credibility and started talking about new leadership in Ukraine.
Okay.
He's not the only one questioning the credibility of Volodymyr Zelensky. I think that's a fair criticism, especially when you had Zelensky saying over the weekend, we're not going to recognize this aid from the U.S. We're not going to recognize those as loans, even though Trump has said, yeah, you're going to pay those back through your minerals.
Wow.
Jeez. So I think criticism of Zelensky from any front is warranted. Yes.
Mm-hmm. He also expressed some thoughts on Iran as well.
On Iran, the president said he's also considering secondary tariffs if Iran doesn't agree to a nuclear deal. Quote, if they don't make a deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Got a lot.
Yeah, it was a big weekend.
A lot of irons in the fire there.
Yeah.
What a weird thing, though. Why did they record that conversation? Why is it like we have to go through Kirsten Welker?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was strange.
Very. One of the things he also talked to Kristen Welker about was her the fact that he was considering a third term, and he thinks there are ways to make that happen. Okay, first, it's unconstitutional. All right, you'd have to change the U.S. Constitution. You're not going to be able to do that in 3 years. Second, he'd be too old. What? He's 78, 79 now? Did he? See. He would be 82, 83 when running again. 86 or 87 at the end of that term. No. Right. No, I'm sorry. No. I mean, we can't be against. I mean, yes, it's different because Biden has definite signs of dementia. But come on. We can have younger leadership than an 85-year-old man. I mean, I know he's done a really good job, but all this is doing right now is giving extra cannon fire, something fairly legitimate to the left. I mean, they've been claiming he's a fascist and a dictator, and then you're talking about a third term, which is unconstitutional. And no, you can't become the vice president of somebody, have them quit, and then you become the president. That's also unconstitutional. That's not permitted with the 12th Amendment. God, you can't do that. So
I did find a clip though when I was looking this morning back in 2023 where he sat down with Kristen Welker and he said point blank no when she asked him, would you ever seek a third term?
I wish you would say that again. Even if you do have some secret plan, keep it to yourself. And then show us the secret plan at the end and we'll deal with it then. This is just going to make everything tougher. This just gives him actual ammunition against him. I don't like it when he does that. You can't serve a third term. You can't do it. If you want to amend the Constitution, we could talk about that later. I don't think we should be doing it during this presidency. That is a huge undertaking. You got to get 2/3 of Congress. You have to go through all the states. It's a mess. And I don't want to go through that process Can you imagine the howling of the left that whole time? But, I mean, Steve Bannon is just fanning that flame. He's a firm believer, he keeps saying, that President Trump will run and win again in 2028. Well, he can't. He can't. Not at this point, anyway. I don't know. Amend the Constitution and then get back to me on that. Good luck with that effort. Bannon did say a man like this comes along once every century, if we're lucky. And yeah, that's true. There are other people, however, who could, I think Vance would do a fine job as president of the United States, as our candidate in 28. Ron DeSantis, we've got people in the wings who can actually do this. Let them do it. Don't tell me we're going to put another octogenarian in office for another 4 years. No. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Probably pissed off a lot of supporters, and I'm a supporter myself. I just don't like it when he gives ammunition to the left, and to me, that's what this is.
Yeah. Unforced error.
Yep. And he's not joking. That's the thing. I mean, he's dead serious about it. You know, the Canada thing, he's joking about that. He's just trying to rile up the Canadians and the left, and that's why he keeps talking about making Canada a state and their premier the governor. That's just fun. That's just good, clean fun right there.